On Market Road, where dust rose beneath hurried footsteps and traders called out morning prices, stood a small peach-colored salon with bold lettering across its glass door, Amara's Beauty Hub. It wasn't the biggest shop on the street. It didn't shine with flashy lights. But inside that modest space lived a dream Amara had carried since childhood. As a little girl, she loved hair. While others played outside, she sat quietly with a comb, braiding her cousin's hair with surprising patience. She adjusted old wigs just to see how they could look better. She failed. She tried again. And whenever someone smiled at their reflection, her heart swelled. Beauty to Amara was confidence. It was transformation. It was joy. After secondary school, she apprenticed under a strict but respected stylist. For 3 long years, she washed countless heads, scrubbed floors until they shone, and stood for hours studying every braid pattern and technique. Many nights her fingers ached, but she would whisper into the darkness, "One day, I'll open my own place." Eventually, that day came. When her apprenticeship ended, her madam settled her with a modest gift and firm advice. Amara added her own carefully saved earnings, money she had tucked away quietly over the years. It wasn't much, but it was enough to begin. She rented a tiny roadside shop that most people would have overlooked. 2 chairs, 1 wide mirror, a modest standing dryer. Creams and extensions arranged neatly on a narrow wooden shelf. The first day passed without a single customer. She swept the already clean floor twice, rearranged her combs, and sat waiting. The second day, 1 woman walked in. The third day, 2 shy students pushed open the glass door and asked for simple braids. Little by little, Amara reminded herself. She worked carefully. She never rushed. She treated every client as if they were the most important person in the room. Every braid was neat and evenly parted. Every wig was secured flawlessly. Every treatment was thorough and gentle. When her clients left, they didn't just look good, they felt good. And that feeling began to spread. Have you tried the new girl on Market Road? They say her hands are magic. My hairstyle lasted for weeks. The whispers turned into recommendations. The recommendations turned into steady bookings. Soon, mornings found customers waiting outside before Amara even unlocked the door. The once quiet shop filled with laughter, conversation, and the steady rhythm of braiding fingers pulling extensions into perfect lines. Within months, Amara's Beauty Hub became the most talked about salon in the neighborhood. But success has a way of stirring silent storms. Just a few shops away stood an older salon owned by Mama Gloria. For years, she had ruled Market Road without competition. Now her salon sat different, quieter. The laughter had faded. The steady stream of customers had slowed to a trickle. Day after day, Mama Gloria watched women walk past her door and head straight to Amara's shop instead. "I was here first," she muttered under her breath. "How can this small girl push me aside?" One afternoon, unable to contain her frustration, she stopped a former loyal customer on the road. "Why don't you make your hair here anymore?" she asked, trying to keep her tone steady. The woman hesitated, then answered honestly, "Mama, Amara's styles last longer." The words were not meant to hurt, but they did. Something shifted in Mama Gloria that day. Pride gave way to resentment. Resentment slowly hardened into bitterness. Instead of asking how she could improve, she allowed envy to take root. And envy, when fed, grows quickly. One evening, as darkness settled over the town, Mama Gloria wrapped a scarf tightly around her head and left her house without telling anyone where she was going. She walked beyond the familiar streets, past the last row of houses, toward the edge of town where few people dared to visit after sunset. There, hidden behind tall grasses and crooked fencing, stood the compound of a feared herbalist. The air inside was heavy with smoke. Strange objects hung from the roof beams, feathers, cowries, dried leaves tied in bundles. Shadows flickered along the mud walls as oil lamps burned low. "I want her business to crumble," Mama Gloria said, her voice colder than she expected. The herbalist said little.
He crushed leaves, mixed powders, whispered words too soft to understand. Slowly, deliberately, he wrapped the mixture in dark cloth and tied it tightly with twine. "Drop this at her doorstep," he instructed quietly. "Her shop will know peace." The bundle was small, almost harmless in appearance. That night, as Amara locked up her salon and walked home, tired but satisfied, Mama Gloria returned to Market Road. The street was silent. She looked left. She looked right. No one was there. For a brief moment, she hesitated. Then she crouched down and placed the small wrap charm directly at the base of the door. "You think you've taken my customers," she whispered into the still night. "Let's see how long that lasts." She stood quickly and disappeared into the shadows. The charm remained where she left it, quiet, unnoticed, resting against the threshold of a dream built on hard work and hope. Morning arrived gently. From a distance, Amara walked toward her shop, key swinging lightly in her hand. She looked peaceful, confident, ready for another day of honest work. She was only steps away from the door. The street looked ordinary. But sometimes the greatest battles begin in silence. Will Amara's dedication protect her, or will jealousy destroy everything?
If you want to find out what happens next, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications.